All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, Luca, Mystery Theater. T, Serene, Zarmagus, and Pro. Welcome back to Remember 11. Last time, I'm really glad Satoru finally realized he wasn't dreaming and began to actually think about where and when he was. And so far, we're learning a bunch of different things about like where from the people that Satoru encounters that they just ever so conveniently forgot to tell Kokoro when she was there. And God, the music is not being picked up. Let me just raise this a bit louder. All right, without further ado, actually before I start, so a little bit more ado. Just something to tell you guys about the schedule. In a little less than 2 weeks, Tales of Arise will be releasing, and I think I've talked about this in Rose Guns Days, but not here, so I just want to give you guys a heads up. What's going to happen with the schedule is I'm going to be approaching the end of a story arc in Rose Guns Days. There are 3 story arcs in Rose Guns Days, and I'm closing in on the end of the second one. Now, depending on where I am in the game, on around September 10th when Tales of Arise releases, Remember 11 is going to go on a little bit of a hiatus until I get to that point in the where I complete that story arc for Rose Guns Days, which shouldn't be too long after. So it shouldn't be too long. So Remember 11 may be going on a 1 or 2 week hiatus at most. But as soon as I hit that end of the story arc in Rose Guns Days, I'm going to get right back to Remember 11, finish that up, and then do the last story arc of Rose Guns Days when Remember 11 finishes. So I'll keep you guys updated. Who knows? Maybe it might even be as little as 1 or 2 streams. Depending on how close to the end of that story arc I get in Rose Guns Days. But enough talking about other games. Let's get back into it. Feels like forever since I've played in Remember 11. Damn. That's a bit loud, Inabushi. Let me just try to fits with the volume. Okay, let's see. She did not talk at all during the Kokoro saga. Ah, Fuckleberry Hound. What voice do I give her? Damn, what did I give her before? Hello, Owen! Welcome back to the stream. It's been so long. I'm so happy you're here. Woo! Okay, so what voice did I give Inabushi? I'll give her the Shaolin voice. The bird within the cage. When, oh, when will you come out? I wonder if Uni taught her this song, or she taught it to him. In the evening, lit by the dawn. The crane and the turtle slipped and fell. Who's that behind you? On my way to the terrace, that song reaches my ears. Yuri! Wearing different clothes that you didn't wear at all for Kokoro for some reason. Let's see. Hotori-chan. Yuni answers cheerfully. Her white hands cover both of his eyes. Y'all are wearing different clothing. You never wore this for Kokoro. What's the deal? You got me. Oh yeah, these two are so adorable together. The answer was Hotori-chan. She lowers her hands, exclaiming that in a delightful voice. I love this smooth jazz soundtrack. It's a little loud on my end, so let me just... Uni turns around and lets out a cheer. Woo, I did it! Hey, one more time! One more time! Yeah, sure. It's just the two of them here. The sight of them at play, which would normally be a pleasant sight, does not appear that way to me. Yeah, see. Well, that song is creepy as fuck. It's used in ghost stories all the time. With just the two of them playing Kagome Kagome. It feels... how should I put it? Eerie. Creepy. Ah, well. Like, I don't know if that song is associated with children's games in Japan, but for someone who watches anime and stuff, it's associated with creepy ghost stories. I could not decouple it from that. Oh well. That aside, I have other things on my mind. Watching them from the corner of my eye, I make my way out to the terrace. Making my way out to the terrace. I slide open the glass door and step outside. And now the music. Oh, okay, let me just keep it on there. Oh no. Oh God, is it back up? Oh God. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys see? Because it just shows an error on my end. Can you guys hear me? Oh God, my power had a brownout. It knocked out all of the internet. Oh God, and I just got back up. I am so sorry, you guys. You can see it, T? Oh, that's good. Oh my God, YouTube is not being so nice to me. You guys can see it? Because from my end, it doesn't look like you can see it. But as long as you guys are telling me that you can see what I'm streaming. You can see now? Wonderful. I'm so sorry about that. My fucking internet. It wasn't even the internet this time. It was the freaking electricity had a brownout, which is really weird because it's not like storming outside or anything. I am so sorry, you guys. Anyway, let's get back to the story. I slide open the glass door and step outside. The weather shows no sign of improvement. My body is frozen to its core in an instant by the howling wind. Cold. I dive back into the living area. I go back to my room to get my coat, and after putting it on, return to challenge the storm once more. Oh my God! He said it! Zen Damita! It's just no good. Oh my God! It's useless. It's all useless. Oh my God!
A single coat hardly changes anything.
Wow, Kokoro was a lot more badass in the cold. But there's nothing else to be done. I don't have anything to add as an extra layer. I give up and plunge into the snowstorm. I shove my hands deep into the coat pockets, duck my head, and keep moving. Though it's just before noon, the sky is dark. It's an unsettling color, as though ink has been spilled out across it. A biting cold wind, a myriad of snowflakes flying about before my eyes. I stop shivering and manage to awkwardly turn my head. Beyond the whited out landscape, I can make out the silhouette of the building. In the middle of it all is the clock tower, looming over the scenery below. Hello, Victor. Welcome to the stream. I lift my gaze upward.
I fell from there, huh? How come I'm not fucking dead?
You'd think you'd be more injured. I mutter through trembling lips. Why did I even come out? I was about to say, why did he even come out here? I just wanted to check out the clock tower. That's the only reason. You know, I just had an idea. What if the clock tower that he fell from was a completely different clock tower than the one that's here? And then, like, when they knocked him out, they dumped his body in the simulation. It's a possibility. Having listened to Utsumi's story just before, my mind returns once again to the matter of my near drowning in the bathtub last night. Kokoro in my body had apparently taken some sleeping pills. Supposing someone was out to kill me, and if that person knew about this, for him or maybe her, it would be the perfect opportunity. Which is ironic because we only die if we don't take the sleeping pills. Yeah, there are, Luca, and Snowhead. It's constantly in a blizzard. Living things normally possess a conditioned flight reflex when in danger, but that's something I lacked at the time. Due to the effects of the medicine, I was stripped of my instinctive reflexes. If they wanted to kill me, they could have done so by any means they wished. Among those, I think that making it look like an accident is the smartest way to do it, considering the long term. If I were the perpetrator, that's what I'd do. I'd carry the senseless body into the bathroom and plunge it into a bathtub filled with hot water. From there, all I'd have to do was sit back and wait. I wonder if the enemy is another kind of Satoru clone. No, that guy couldn't be, because that guy, the dead guy we saw, was much older. See, all I'd have to do was sit back and wait. If it seemed that the body was about to float to the surface, I'd simply have to push the head back into the water, and that would be that. No need to even dirty my hands. Of course, it would increase the chances of success if I bound the victim's wrists. But that would leave marks that would make it obvious that it was murder. So I was put into the bathtub without any fuss.
Yeah,
No, wait. Why not take my clothes off then?
That's a good point. If you wanted to make it look like an accident, wouldn't it be a good idea to strip the victim first? Perhaps it was all done simply for pleasure. Or they just wanted to kill him the fastest way possible and didn't want a loud noise. Just for the sake of seeing me drown.
Couldn't be.
Now there's a line of thought I really don't want to delve into. Or rather, I feel that there's something wrong with me for even having such a thought in the first place. I'm being very paranoid even though I didn't exactly see the perpetrator.
おそらく単なる事故だったのだろう。
It was probably just an accident.
Kokoro, despite having taken the sleeping pills and thus feeling woozy, tried to take a bath. There she slipped and fell, with her clothes on, right into the bathtub head first. Oh, sorry. Somehow that explanation doesn't seem very believable either. No, I think that's what happened actually. Then I suddenly think of something. I fall from the clock tower. If it had really been an accident, then that would mean I just come within a hair's breadth of death twice in just 8 hours. Merely by chance. First, I fell from a height of 15 meters. Then I nearly drowned in a bathtub while under the influence of sleeping pills. Can you really chalk all that up to coincidence? That's why I came out here. He's gonna take a look at the clock tower. Yep, to look at the clock tower. I thought I might remember something if I could see it. But I recall nothing. Damn, I can't wait until he has a brain blast and gets all his memory back. That'll probably answer a huge chunk of things. Far from remembering anything, I feel as if I'm forgetting more and more. Because of the harsh cold, I can't get my head to work correctly.
しかし寒いな。
It's so cold.
Still, I can't give up. Since I went to all the trouble of making my way out here, I decided I might as well explore the surrounding area. To the top of that hill to the west. Damn! This looks some kind of crazy futuristic gate. Around the front gate to the north. The basketball court to the east. I visit several places before returning to my original southern spot. I look over at the clock tower from every possible angle. One thing bothers me.
あの時計台って
That clock tower.
どうやって登るんだ
How the fuck do you get up there?
There are no ladders or stairs around it. Would it be safe to say that they have to be inside? I would imagine. Ooh, there's gotta be some kind of secret passage. However, I haven't found a single entrance leading into the tower from the inside. The clock tower rises from the roof of the first floor. There's nothing below it, just the excessively spacious living area.
俺は本当に時計台に登ったのか
As I said, it could be a completely different clock tower, and then he was transported to this base here.
Did I really climb that clock tower?
I'm gonna say no, because that's what I'm thinking right now. No, maybe I didn't climb it after all. Utsumi said I fell from the sky. He really is underground! This is some kind of crazy futuristic fucking Danganronpa V3 bullshit facility. Kokoro is probably in the same place. Wait a minute. Oh my god. If this is one of those crazy ass things where like it's leading your assumptions all around and then going back to your initial assumptions. What if the very initial assumption that we were getting away from is true? That there are two unis and that these events are happening at the same time. in 2000, but they're both happening in 2012. And what if the freaking charm thing is just a coincidence? Like, hell, there could be two charms. Like, who says there isn't? And, like, they could both have scars, which is a bit more far-fetched. But it's not impossible. I'm going by, you know, trying to battler logic this thing here. Like, if he fell from the sky, then, oh my god, I bet him and Kokoro are in some kind of crazy-ass simulated facility. That this is just like in a giant-ass dome or some shit, where they can change the environment at will. Utsumi said I fell from the sky together with a lightning bolt. She never said anything about falling from the clock tower. Exactly. I just arbitrarily imagined that. But if I had fallen from somewhere, that surely would have been to be the clock tower. Not necessarily. You're in some kind of crazy underground evil facility. Probably Lieblich. Right at that moment, the chimes from the clock tower resounded solemnly. The hand points exactly to 12. I take my wristwatch out of my pocket right away. The digital display shows the same time, 12 o'clock. The clock tower tells the time without not a second of deviation. A metallic sound like the coarse voice of an aged man alerts me at the hour at hand. Oh my god, I just had an idea. It might be possible that Uni is not swapping at all. That the Uni we met from the plane is at Sphia, and the evil Uni that we probably never met before is at the cabin. And it's very possible that Uni is not doing any swaps at all. That there are two Unis. And the stuff that's making us think that these are happening at different time periods, could be just a coincidence. I think that's really heading up, because this seems like some kind of crazy ass controlled environment. A metallic sound like the coarse voice of an aged man alerts me of the hour at hand. The snow dances violently to the sound of the bell as the raging winds stir it. Though what I see are twinkling and sparkling particles of light. An infinite number of angels dancing and rejoicing at the advent of a great gospel. Damn, wow, that's how poetic. In that instant, a vivid scene revives in my mind. Yes! Memories! On top of the clock tower, a shadow that emerged in the lightning. Is it evil Uni? The shadow comes up from behind me and stretched towards my feet.
Who's there?
I turned around, shouting as forcefully as I could. There was the faint shadow of a person in front of the door. However, the fierce wind of the dancing snow prevented me from seeing who it was. Even the little silhouette of a man was impossible to make out through the thick red curtain of snow.
Who are you?
I called out once again. The shadow gave no answer. It slowly moved closer. Feelings of fear and distress began to grow inside of me. There is no music at this part, by the way. Just if you think there should be. I was backed up into a corner of the roof by the mysterious shadow as it slowly drew nearer and nearer. Kagume, Kagume. The shadow didn't stop. Lightning bolts glittered in the distance like flames. The well-honed blade struck the earth. A silhouette could be made out in the backlight. In that instant, I figured out what the shadow really was. I saw it. I definitely saw its true form. Come on! Stop fucking leaving us in suspense. Right, so I did climb the clock tower. The sound of the bell awoke the memory in me. Nevertheless, I can't recall the... Goddamn, I thought you said you could recall. I can't recall the true form of the shadow that lightning illuminated. Fuck. Okay, if it's some random... If they're not revealing it, because if it was Mr. Rando, like, who got killed, then what's the point of hiding that? So it's probably somebody we know. And I'm betting that it's Evil Uni. Yes, Armegas. Kagome! Inuyasha! Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Teenage Collider. That was my game. Inuyasha. I watched the absolute fuck out of Inuyasha when I was younger. Nevertheless, I can't recall the true form of the shadow that lightning illuminated. As though it's been filtered out. That one essential bit of information alone is blurred. Of fucking course. But I don't even know whether it was a man, woman, or a child. Oh, yeah. It's gotta be Evil Uni. Why else would they specify that? Why else would they specify that? It's gotta be Evil Uni. Like, if it was just an adult, he would just say he wouldn't know if it's a man or a woman, but... Oh my god. Yeah, it's definitely Evil Uni. And somebody's fucking with people's memories, clearly. Oh my god, I just had an idea. What if Kokoro's memories are being fucked with, too? Hello, Serene. Welcome to the stream. I think Kokoro, imagine if it was Kokoro. That would be an absolute mindfuck for sure. But, what if Kokoro's is not who she thinks she is? Just because she knows who she looks like? What if, like, the whole plane thing was an implanted memory inside her? I wonder. I can't wait to find out the truth of this game. Like, we better have, like, a long flashback explaining shit.
Damn.
絶対に覚えてるはずなんだが。
I should definitely be able to remember it, but...
In my irritation and confusion, I violently kicked the snow at my feet. That would be crazy, Mystery Theater. Meanwhile, the cold wind continues to mercilessly chip away at my core temperature. If I stand here pondering any longer, I'll be risking my life for the third time. The freezing wind is depriving me of my common sense. No longer able to stand it, I decide to flee back into the building for now. That's true, Mystery Theater. The ages wouldn't work out for Coco. I strip off my clothes and leap into the bathroom. I wash my entire body in the warm shower. I can feel my frozen body thawing slowly and gently. With the pleasant warmth, my irritation gradually fades away. I think things over while the powerful flow of water hits me. It seems that someone pushed me off the top of the clock tower, or did they? I witnessed it myself, I'm sure. However, I can't seem to remember who it was, no matter how hard I try. The reason why I went up to the clock tower is still a mystery, too. There's plenty of things I don't know. Moreover, the things I've considered until now are limited to problems relating to myself and Sphia. I'm still clueless when it comes to the shelter cabin and the exchange phenomenon. When I'm so busy with just one thing, it's easy to forget about the rest. But I don't suppose there's anything I can do about it. There's no other way but to painstakingly investigate things one by one. However, I vaguely have a feeling.
These mysteries must all be connected somehow.
It wouldn't be a new Takoshi game if they weren't. All of these extremely unnatural phenomena occurring one after the other. It's natural to believe that they all have a single point of origin. Well, anyway, this makes the possibility that someone is out to kill me even more likely. I can't say that for sure, but that's what I think. A clock tower in the bathtub. It's difficult to imagine that both of them were mere accidents. If they were accidents, then just who was the shadow that I saw in the flash of lightning? What's the significance of the closing door I heard last night? Someone is targeting me. I could end up dead a minute from now for all I know. I turn off the shower and step out of the bathroom. I'll wipe myself off with a towel and put on my clothes. Despite being in a situation where I might be killed, my mind is relatively calm. After all, myself excluded, there are only 2 women and 1 child here in Sphia at the moment. If one of them is the culprit, there's no real reason to be frightened. Objectively speaking, the difference in physical strength between us is obvious. I wouldn't be too sure. You're with Inubushi, Keiko, who literally was strong enough to kill 12 people on her own with only a knife. I think you forgot that. And you have no idea if, like, Utsumi is like, knows martial arts or something. You're being a bit too, overconfident, I think. Yeah, it was Scissors. She's Genocide Jack. Hello, Guppy Force. Welcome to the stream. They could hardly be thinking of dealing with me directly. As I said, remember Inubushi, Satoru. You're forgetting how badass she is. If they wanted to strike, it would have to be at a time when my guard was down. For example, when I was asleep, or after I'd taken some strange medicine. No. Wait a second. That might not necessarily be the case. I've assumed that there are only 4 people in Sphia right now. But there's always a chance that a 5th person is hiding somewhere. Then red true sound effect. Shh. I can guarantee that there are no more than 4 people in Sphere. Isn't that right, Satoru? I have the layout of Sphere memorized. I don't think there are any places here where someone can hide like that. However, my memory is far from perfect. I can't say that there isn't something I've forgotten.
5番目の人物か
The 5th person, huh?
I decide to search Sphere later on. But before that, there's something I have to do. I have to leave a lovely message for you, Kokoro. Woo! I don't know when the next transfer will occur. I have to tell her everything important while I still can. Pick up the felt tip, pen, and notice and walk over the desk.
I'm not really sure if I should say nice to meet you or thanks for visiting again. I doubt I've ever known anyone that I've had this much trouble coming up with a greeting for. I'm Yukito Satoru. I think you already noticed it as well, but it looks like we're currently experiencing some kind of personality exchange. I don't know the exact reason for this. What I do know is that you're a woman named Fuyukawa Kokoro.
There was an Umineko fighting game, Luca, not an online game.
The first thing I want to clear up about is your body. How do I say this? Well, I'll be careful not to touch or look at anything unless it's absolutely necessary from now on. I don't know what your impression is of me when you saw my face, but I am a gentleman.
Sure.
So please don't worry about that. It's a bit sudden, but I have a few things I must discuss with you. The first thing I want to do is make sure what's happening is really a personality exchange. From what I can tell, it seems that during the time my consciousness leaves the body, your consciousness takes my place within it. Likewise, vice versa. As if we're two drivers alternating between 2 different cars. But I don't have any conclusive evidence. Right now, all I have to go on are the words of the people around me. I hear that it's Fia, my body addressed itself as Fuyukawa Kokoro when I wasn't around. And then at the shelter cabin, Emogi-san told me that the owner of the body was someone named Fuyukawa Kokoro. So if we were to believe what they said, then we have no choice but accept that your consciousness and mine are coming and going between each other's bodies. But even though I know Fuyukawa Kokoro's face and voice, I haven't had a chance to communicate with your actual personality. If we use cars as the analogy, then I am familiar with Fuyukawa Kokoro the car, but I've yet to meet you, the driver within.
God, he has a way with words. Seriously. Like, right now, I am just getting all giddy butterflies inside. He has a way with words.
I won't beat around the bush. The point is, I have my doubts that this personality called Fuyukawa Kokoro really exists. So I was hoping you'd leave behind some kind of evidence behind that proves you actually do. Since we can't talk to each other directly, can you at least write down some kind of reply on the paper this note is written on? Anything will do. Just leave some evidence behind that Fuyukawa Kokoro personality controlling my body exists. Also, if you can, I'd like you to record the time. The time I'm interested in is the time that you took over my body. From this, we can determine whether the transfer of consciousness happens at a fixed schedule or if it occurs randomly. I want to find some kind of pattern to it. Wouldn't that be convenient for both of us? We'd be able to realize when there's one more minute until the transfer and finish up whatever we need to do by then. But if it happens at random... Well, we'll figure something out if and when that turns out to be the case. Even realizing that transfers are happening at random is a step forward, right? Right. That reminds me. I forgot to write down something very important. The truth is, maybe my body would be more accurate. Truth is, my body is...
What was he about to write? God damn it. Was it about that someone was about to kill him or something? I think that's probably what he was going to say. When I open my eyes, I see the ceiling before me. The 3 semicircular canals deep inside my ears inform me that my body is lying on its back. Looking to my right, I see Lynn. She's sitting on a log chair, her back to me. I'm in the shelter cabin. A transfer must have occurred. This has now happened a 5th time, 2.5 round trips to be exact. I'm not all that surprised.
くそ。まだ途中までしか書いてなかったのに。
Damn it, I was only halfway done writing.
I get up and stand beside the bed.
大事なことを伝え損ねちまったな。
And I want to tell her something important too.
It was probably about he suspects someone's trying to kill him. I complain as I scratch my head. Maybe she hears me because Lynn glances at me. Putting on a bored face, she turns away just as quickly. I think to confirm the time and dig a hand into my pocket. But what appears from within isn't the wristwatch. It's a small electronic device in the shape of a remote control. The small liquid crystal display shows the letters of the alphabet.
Voice recorder.
It appears to be an audio recording device. I almost pushed the playback button, but I stopped short. I should confirm the time first. With the voice recorder still in my hand, I take a look around the cabin. The walls, the shelves, the table, the beds. There's no sign of the watch anywhere. I look down at my left wrist. Nothing there. And just as I realize that there's nothing there, I feel a sense of oppression on my right wrist. I raise my right arm.
There it is.
A completely ordinary analog watch. It's a small wristwatch and quite feminine. It gives the time 1:10 p.m. I opened my eyes in this cabin just 2 or 3 minutes ago. Which would mean that the transfer occurred about 1:07 p.m. Well, there is a margin of error, but for now, an approximation is perfectly acceptable. It isn't as if I'm timing a race. For now, I engrave the time, 1:07 p.m. into my memory.
それにしても
At any rate,
どうして右腕なんかに腕時計を
why wear a watch on the right arm?
No, left or right doesn't matter in the slightest to me. She did that because she thought you might be more comfortable with it there. Anyway, the feeling of having something wrapped around my wrist is unbearably uncomfortable. Same. How do I say this? I'm restless. It's annoying or it's kind of itchy. I probably didn't notice the wristwatch until now because my mind was on other things. Now that I'm aware of it, it's hopeless. This kind of thing bothers me so much I can't stand it. I'd really like to remove these. Oh God. Boobs if I could. There's no way I'm gonna have to have any more strange things we had to do. Oh God. Damn. Wow, that is some major ass dysphoria right there. Jeez.
Off it goes.
I take off the watch and fasten it to the ladder of the bunk bed. Then again, you know, I would be extremely pissed off if I woke up without my boobs. I'll be like, what the fuck? No! Fucking hell! Hello, Emmy. Welcome to the stream. Like, seriously, that would be like, fucking hell. No, 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 no. All my clothes are gonna look terrible. Oh, God. That would be just really, really distraught. Like, seriously. That would be like, I would be like so fucking pissed. So, I guess I can kind of relate if I turn my thinking around, as Battler is wont to say. I take off the watch and fasten it to the ladder of the bunk bed.
Now then.
I focus on the room again. Come to think of it, where did Emogi and Uni go? Can't see them anywhere. I asked Lynn.
Say, where'd the old man and the kid go?
Below us. They went to get some rations.
I see.
Oh, this is when Kokoro switches back and Satoru was talking to Uni.
I see.
And you are so stubborn, aren't you?
What?
The way you're talking. Why don't you just give it up already? I see. Lynn still believes them pretending to be Yukito Satoru, even after a night's passed. I want to retort with,
You're much more stubborn, you know.
but I bite back my words just in time.
Food, huh? It's already lunchtime, isn't it?
It's crazy that nobody notices the voices. The only one who noticed the voice change was Uni in the very beginning. And I guess Mayuzumi noticed it just now. Changing the subject, I peer into the rectangular hole by the door. Just then, Fuyukawa-san! The voice comes from behind me.
Hi.
Turn around. Oh, God damn it! I fell for it. It's there, just like I thought. Lynn smirks triumphantly. Feeling defeated, I still speak out.
Hey, Lynn. Listen well, okay? A person's reactions change according to their time and place.
That's true, Mystery Theater. The voice recorder shows that he actually has Kokoro's voice when he's in her body. I see. So I guess this is just for our benefit, which is weird.
Depending on how many other people there are around you, whether there's nobody else beside you or just one other person or 3 or more.
これら3通りの状況に合わせて人はそれぞれ振る舞い方を変えるんだ。
A person would behave differently in each of these situations.
心理学の常識だろ。
That's one of the basic tenets of psychology.
お前だって聞いたことぐらいあるんじゃないか？
Even you've heard of this, right?
だから
So what?
だから俺は振り向いたんだ。
So I turned around.
今この部屋には俺とお前の2人だけしかいない。
There's no one in this room right now aside from you and me.
片方が声を上げればもう片方は声の聞こえてきた方を向く。当たり前だろ。
If one party were to call out the other, isn't it natural for them to turn in the direction of that voice?
I do wonder if Mayuzumi and Kokoro are related somehow. I do wonder if she's like a clone of her in some way.
If one party were to call out to the other, isn't it natural for them to turn in the direction of that voice?
そうかしら。
Is that so?
私は振り向かないけどね。
I wouldn't turn around though.
それが自分の名前でない限り。
Not unless it was my own name. Lynn's overconfident attitude remains unshaken. I guess it'll be futile to say anything else. That's just how she is. Whether it's an argument or something else, she's the one who decides the outcome of almost any competition she's involved in. Yeah, this is before Mayuzumi became truly insufferable. Even if a judge were to find the accused guilty, if she didn't agree, they'd end up not guilty. Oh my god. 12 Angry Men is my favorite movie! In her mind, of course. She's always deemed other people's opinions trivial. She rarely even listens to them. Damn. And Satoru somehow got with her and stayed with her for what, 2 years? Damn, he really must be a bottom bitch. I don't know how anybody could stand being around a person like that. Much less being in a relationship with them, unless that is his kink. Like, seriously. Her absolute truth is always what she believes in within herself. Even when we broke up. How'd it go again? I can't remember anything after that. Just the vague sense that it was a one-sided parting where it wraps my mind like a blurred afterimage.
ねえ、ご飯まだなの？
Hey, what about lunch? Somebody feed me.
お腹ペコペコなんですけど。
I'm starving up here. Lynn calls down to the storeroom below.
Yeah, we're coming right up. We're just tidying up a bit.
どんくさいわよね。
God, you're slow. Do you think I would ever stoop to getting my own food? Ha! What do you think I am, a peasant?
倉庫の整理だったら後でできるじゃないの。
Come on, can't you organize this storeroom later? Lynn props her crossed legs up on the log chair and taps the high heel of her shoe against it. That is true, Mystery Theater. I hardly ever hear my own freaking streams because I am so scared of hearing what my voice sounds like on the other side of the recording. Like, when I do, like, the microphone quality is way worse than I think it is, and I wish I could make it better. Outside the window, the snowstorm continues. the weather doesn't improve, the rescue team won't come. Emogi said so last night. Even though it's still daytime. Yeah, definitely Mystery Theater. He does not seem like a manipulative person. I don't think that either. But seriously, he's got to have some kind of a kink to just put up with Miyazumi's shit. Like, she goes beyond tsundere to being just, because she's like a bitch to literally everybody. Like, not just people she likes. Even though it's still daytime, the sky remains the mournful gray of watered down ink, because it's probably not a real sky. It feels as though the snowstorm will continue like this forever. Not satisfied with merely claiming the heavens, the dark clouds have crept into the shelter cabin as well. So as if to shake them off,
Okay. Looks like it's coming to a nice boil.
Emogi gives an energetic shout. He rubs his hand together in anticipation as he approaches the stove. Using the sleeve of his shirt in place of an oven mitt, he grasps the handle of the kettle. Apparently, we're going to make freeze-dried rice porridge after this. Uni, Lynn, and I hold our mugs with the powdered porridge base inside, waiting for Emogi to pour in the boiling water.
Who wants it first?
Oh, we better eat. Otherwise, Kokoro is going to be so starving.
Hi.
Me.
Me! Me! Oh my god.
Well then, the first prize goes to the contestant with the most energetic answer. Uni-kun.
Oh yeah, because he reminds him of his son, I bet. Yes, I did it! Welcome to the stream, Mika.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。私が先に返事したじゃない。
Now wait just a minute! I clearly replied before he did.
何言ってんだよ。俺の方が早かっただろ。
What are you talking about? I was the fastest, wasn't I?
黙れ詐欺師。
Shut up, you swindler!
刑法第246条。人を欺いて財物を交付させた者は10年以下の懲役に処する。
Oh my god, she really is Franziska von Karma. She is a lawyer. Article 246 of the Penal Code. A person who defrauds another or property shall be punished by imprisonment with work not more than 10 years!
ぶち込むわよ。
I'll throw you in prison! She must be a prosecutor.
お前にその権限はねえだろ。
Since when the hell do you have that authority?
こらこらやめないか。
She actually fucking is Franziska von Karma. Oh my god.
Come on, you two, knock it off.
僕は早いもん勝ちなんて一言も言ってないだろ。
I never once said I picked the fastest one, did I?
天気のいいやつが優先。山の常識だ。
Those with the most energy take precedence. It's basic rule of mountains.
嘘つくなよ。
Oh my god, that was funny.
Don't lie.
逆でしょ普通。
Don't lie. Yeah, that was more the battler voice. Isn't it supposed to be the other way around?
というわけで。
So anyway...
Yep, he's just babying Uni because he reminds me of his son. The thing is, Mystery Theater, she's not actually tsundere because she's not just mean to the person she likes. She's mean to everybody.
Hi hi, Uni-kun. お湯を注ぐよ.
Here you go, Uni-kun. Here comes your hot water.
ありがとうございますよもぎさん
Thanks so much, Emogi-san.
礼儀正しくって気分がいいな.
So nice to be thanked so politely.
Once the water is poured, Uni leans behind Yomogi's back. There. And sticks his tongue out at it.
おっさん
Old man.
後ろ後ろ
Behind you, behind you!
Huh?
Emogi turns around. But by that time, Uni is already sitting politely on a chair.
クソガキ
Damn brat.
Making fun of us! Emogi turns around again. As Emogi turns his head, Uni stifles his laughter behind him. For some reason, my appetite begins to disappear before the meal is even served. Damn it! Kokoro still doesn't get food. The other three silently spoon porridge into their mouths. Gripping the spoon in my right hand, I meaninglessly poke at the bottom of the mug over and over again. My body wants energy. It isn't my own body, but I at least know that much. Her body's nerves are directly connected to my consciousness. If I can feel her pain, I can feel her hunger as well. I've got to try to eat something, I think. Thinking of Ryuko Kokoro's well-being, I have no choice but to eat. I spoon up some of the porridge in front of me and toss it into my mouth. Thank God. I swallow with a loud gulp. It doesn't taste like anything. As expected, I don't have an appetite. A small sigh escapes me. What is Fuyukawa Kokoro doing right now? Right now, she's in my body as feet. Oh God, this is giving me 428 flashbacks. Oh God. That's right, I was about to forget something important.
悪いちょっと外すよ
Sorry, I need to step out for a minute.
Saying those words to the three of them, I stand up from the table. I head down to the underground storeroom. Searching through my pockets, I take out the voice recorder from before. I missed my chance to tell Kokoro something important before the last transfer. I sort out what I have to say inside my mind, then push the rec button.
心さっきのメッセージの続きだ
Let me check that tip. I saw it. Oh, it's right there. God damn it. No. Interesting. Oh. It is 2011 here in the cabin shelter. Or so they say. It's Fia. It's 2012. She exists a year in the future for me. So maybe now is not an appropriate name for it. But there's no way around that anymore. No matter how you look at it, the fact remains that still now to me and Fuyugawa Kokoro. Having deviated from the normal flow of history, we're living within our own designated time now. Hello, Minea! I've seen a lot of your comments in Umineko. It's lovely to have you here in the streams. Welcome to the stream. Having deviated from the normal flow of history, we're living within our own designated time now. That flow of time that she and I experience and the flow of time in the rest of the world are different. As for example, the latter is represented as alphabet. The time flow that I'm experiencing becomes jumbled up alphabet, but still A to Z. And then the one Fuyukawa Kokoro experiences become random letters going to each other. Therefore, when I bring up time-related concepts such as now, just now, today, tomorrow, and so on, these are supposed to be understood and hold meaning in accordance with my individual timeline. On a side note, ever since I've been experiencing this personality exchange phenomenon, the concepts of next year and last year no longer apply to me either. Now that I'm the Mount Akakuta shelter, both 2011 and 2012 are, in a certain sense, this year to me. Unless that theory's wrong. And the theory I came up with in this session is correct. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back.
Kokoro, this is a continuation of my message from before.
またいつ転移が起こるかわからないから要件だけ話すぞ
So I don't know when we'll transfer again. I'll just get down to business.
いいか落ち着いて聞いてくれ
Calm down and listen, okay?
実はどうやら俺の体は
Okay, Satoru, seriously, stop talking like this. It just... It just gives the potential for unnecessary cliffhangers.
Actually, it seems that my body.
何者かに命を狙われているらしい。
Yeah, like, why would you write it like that, Satoru? Why? Nobody talks like that.
Seems that someone is after my life.
いや、まだ断言はできないんだが、なんとなくそんな気がするんだ。
No, I can't really confirm that yet, but it somehow feels that way.
事故にしては不自然なことが2度も続けて起こった。
Two incidents that seem too unnatural to be accidents happen one after another.
犯人が誰なのかはわからない。
I don't know who the culprit is.
見当もつかない。
I don't have a clue who it could be.
そこにいる内海さん、ユニ、それから犬伏。
That place has Utsumi-san, Uni, and Inabushi.
いや、鈴影ほとりと言った方がいいかな。
No, it might be better if I called her Suzukage Otori.
ともかく、3人のうちの誰かが俺を殺そうと。
Anyway, one of these three is trying to kill me.
Having said that much, the next sentence catches in my throat. Would it be wise for me to continue recording? What will Fuyakawa Kokoro think after hearing this? I don't know her mental state, and it's not possible for me to see her facial expressions either. She might be terrified, having been caught up in this exchange phenomenon. Recording this message could cause her even more anxiety. What should I do? After much hesitation, I decide to continue after all. Even if it does cause her anxiety, I think it's better than leaving her defenseless.
もちろん、俺だってこんなことは考えたくないさ。
Of course, even I don't want to think about it.
杞憂であってくれればいいと思っている。
It'd be nice if this was just basic. Oh, sorry. God damn it.
Of course, even I don't want to think about it. It'd be nice if this was just baseless anxiety.
だが、用心するに越したことはない。
However, it wouldn't be going overboard to stay cautious.
そうだろう。
Isn't that right?
その体は俺のものであると同時に、今はお前のものでもあるんだ。
That body is mine, but at the same time, it's yours.
お前がその体に入ったまま、もしも命を失ってしまったとしたら、
If you happen to lose your life while you're in that body,
大体想像はつくよな。
you can probably use your imagination, right?
頼んだぞ、心。
I'm counting on you, Kokoro.
俺もこっちにいるときは、できる限りのことをするから。
I'm doing what I can while I'm here, too.
それじゃあ、またな。
Later then.
Sound data saved. The characters Data 2 saved appear on the LCD screen. I return the voice recorder to my pocket. Then I look around the storeroom.
何か書くものは。
Something to write on, something to write on.
Digging into the bottom of the toolbox, I managed to find a worn-looking felt tip pen.
紙はどこだ？
Is there any paper?
I still can't find anything like a notebook or a memo pad.
段ボールでいいか。
Guess I can use this box. Oh.
Guess I can use this box.
I tear off a thin strip of the cardboard box and run the pen across it.
Listen to the voice recorder.
The two-stage method is troublesome, but I can't think of any other options. If possible, I don't want the other three to know about this personality exchange phenomenon. No, I wouldn't mind if they knew, but they'd probably lose trust in me if I tried to explain it to them. I don't want to attempt the impossible. The contents of my message are meant for Kokoro alone. Folding up the scrap, I grip it in my hand as I climb back up.
ねえ、下で何やってたの？
Hey, what are you doing down there?
Here we go. Uni suddenly asked me as soon as I step off the ladder.
いや、ちょっとな。
Oh, nothing much.
Leaving it at that, I return to my seat.
変なサトル。
You're weird, Satoru.
Muttering that, Uni returns to his meal. I face Emogi and hold out the folded scrap.
心が戻ってきたら、これを渡してくれ。
Could you please give this to Kokoro when she gets back?
戻ってきたと。
When she gets back.
Emogi tilts his head. I'm reluctant to say it, but I don't see any other way.
人格が心に変わった時、これ。
When my personality changes back to Kokoro's, please give her this.
Perhaps he understands, since Emogi quietly takes it from me.
Don't forget, okay? Sure.
He says it easily, slipping into the scrap into his pocket. Emogi doesn't appear to be harboring any remaining doubts that our personalities are exchanging places. Uni is the same. When I took my seat, Uni called me Satoru like it was the natural thing to do. Perhaps the medicine's been settled between them. They finally probably accepted me as another personality that sprouted from within Fuyukawa Kokoro. Lynn alone still specs the DID theory, but since last night, even just now, she stopped treating me with that open suspicion that she displayed before. Yup, you can't do anything with just 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, can you? Lynn is alone in this. Has she given up? Not a chance. Or maybe she's decided that it's too much of a pain to continue with. In any case, nobody is dismissing my own explanation for my behavior anymore. Should I be happy about this or not? As I absentmindedly think about it, I pick up my spoon and go dip into the porridge. Whoa! Dang, diggity dang da dang. That was a bit of a... I was not expecting that one, even though I should have. Looks like Kokoro... I forget if Kokoro actually gets to eat this. Before I knew it, the spoon had vanished from my right hand. In its place, my left holds a felt tip pen.
What? I'm back. I came back?
Looking around, I quickly realize that I'm in a room with Sophia. My room. I'm sitting on a chair, facing a desk. A note has been left on the desk. Compared to the previous transfer, it takes me a little longer to take stock of the situation this time. I returned my gaze to the felt tip pen in my left hand. Left hand? So Kokoro's left-handed then. Since the position of my body right now reflects Kokoro's posture precisely before the transfer, that would be the obvious explanation. In that case, I can more or less understand why she wears a wristwatch on her right wrist. I guess it would get in the way if you wore it on your dominant hand.
I see. Kokoro's left-handed.
Uttering that new piece of information to myself, I look back to that note. Transfer at 1:07 p.m. Below was some kind of... Oh no! Don't make fun of Kokoro's artwork. Unidentifiable scrawl. Are they letters or a picture of some sort of code? I can't tell. I tilt the memo diagonally, try holding it up to the light, but I can't decipher it.
What is this? No way. A drawing?
If you were generous, it isn't impossible to see it like that. Oh. But if that is the case, it would mean that Fukuoka Koko's drawing skills are terrifyingly poor. Or possibly that she had tried to reproduce an early 20th century abstract painting of some sort. Unintelligible. Incomprehensible. If I were forced against my will to try to see some meaning to it, like a Rorschach test.
A Daruma whose body has been swollen to such grotesque proportions due to the abuse of steroids undergoing a physical examination.
My god.
Or something.
That is dark. Anyway, it's a strange picture that would be hard to describe any other way. As I stare at it intently, I can almost feel my brain cells dying. I feel like I'm in danger of getting pulled into the Twilight Zone. Do 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 do. I rapidly cover part of the drawing with the palm of my hand and shake my head hard over and over. I exhale heavily. Wiping away the sweat cascading from my forehead with my other hand, I decide on a change of pace. Transfer at 1:07 p.m. I concentrate on those words. .07 is exactly the same time I woke up during the last transfer. Probably because these are both happening at the same time.
As I thought, our transfers take place simultaneously.
Though that said, we've only gathered data on the time once. With only that, you could just easily call it a mere coincidence. I can't deny the possibility that transfer occurred while Kokoro and I were asleep together. Just in case, I want to keep checking on the timing of transfers. I almost forgot. Time is... I take the wristwatch out of my pocket and peer at the display. 13:45. I think it's been about 4 or 5 minutes looking at that drawing-like thing. That's a long time to be looking at a drawing.
Right.
1時40分といったところだろう。今回の転移が起こった時刻は。
I'd say this transfer occurred around 1:40.
If I assume that my perception of time is accurate, and that there are no errors in my calculations, aka if my calculations are correct, then the last transfer was at 1:07, and this one is at 1:40. So I was in the shelter cabin for 33 minutes total.
約30分か。
About 30 minutes.
I decided to engrave this number deep into my memory as well.
それにしても
At any rate,
I mutter as my eyes fall on the note once again. The vertigo-inducing drawing, and the message saying, transfer at 1:07 p.m.
たくこれだけかよ。
jeez, is that it?
挨拶とか自己紹介とかそういうのはないのか？
Not even a greeting or self-introduction?
Well, since we are in a state of emergency, those kind of formal gestures certainly are trivial, but even if it were just one word, I would appreciate it if she'd written on some kind of reply. From just this, I don't even know if she actually got the message I left last time, or not. What kind of woman is she? What she is, what kind of she's thinking right now, how she feels. No, wait. Only two things I asked her for. Ooh, wow, it feels like he's slowly warming up to her. The first was to write a reply, and then the other was to check the time of the transfer for me. This note, the sentence transfer at 1:07 p.m. certainly qualifies as a reply. Basically, with just these characters, she'd precisely fulfill my request. Moreover, she was even polite enough to add that drawing-like thing. Oh my god, is he falling for her? Going by this, I can understand what she's like to a certain extent. 1, she's mentally stable enough to be able to draw a picture. 2, I don't get an impression of hostility from the picture. So at least it doesn't feel like she hates me. 3, she meant for her sketch to calm me down. Maybe she's even seeking to establish a friendly relationship. 4, she has no future as an artist. She managed to get all this information into just one little drawing. Oh my god, seriously. Kokoro and Satoru would make the most adorable couple. This is beyond adorable. Avoiding unnecessary details and compressing it down to just the necessary information, she reported back to me in the most efficient way. Oh my god. Taking all this into consideration, I can make further conjecture. God, I love this. I love this. Seriously, I need to see these two together so badly. They are like, they go together so well. Oh my god. Taking all of this into consideration, I can make further conjecture. 5, that you really can't see it from the picture. I suspect that she possesses a surprisingly keen mind.
Wow, she sure had me fooled.
She seems to be very quick-witted. Quite the sly one. Feels like she's seen right through me. My god. I tap the base of the felt-tip pen against my temple. I leave the room. Ooh, new chapter. Oh, hold on, you guys. 1 minute. I need to just check something. I'll be right back. I know that Mystery Theater. I know. I just think it'd be such a waste for him to get back with Mayuzumi. The Kokoro and Satoru seem so perfect for each other. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I am back. I leave the room. Nobody's in the living area. For the time being, I'm left without a clue as to what to do next. From that world to this one. With the repeated transfers, my thoughts tend to lose focus. The switch inside of my head isn't something that can be turned off or on easily. I can't think about both the shelter cabin and Sphia at the same time. Right now, I'm at Sphia. So I'll stick to thinking about Sphia. It's an overly simple line of reasoning. I can't sort out my feelings if I don't properly think things over.
Now then.
I surveyed the deserted room once again. I already spoke to Itsumi before noon, so my next task is to talk to both Uni and Inabushi. First, it probably doesn't matter who I go to first. Head over to Uni's room.
Come in.
When I knock, I hear Uni's voice from within. I open the door and enter the room. Both Uni and Utsumi are inside. They're sitting side by side on the bed. They both turn to look at me. Oh, well then, Uni-kun. I'll be going now. Where are you going? Utsumi slowly gets to her feet. And just like that, she slips past me and out of the room.
What were you talking about?
I casually approach Uni and sit down in Utsumi's place.
Oh, it was nothing. Just how to kill you. I mean, how to cook food. Okay. Oh, we were just chatting. You might say we were killing some time. Really? Okay. I guess it's a weird way to phrase it, but sure.
He sounds like he's evading my question. However, it really isn't anything worth dragging out of him.
Huh, I see.
I say that without paying much attention to the thought. And then, Uni.
What have you come here for, Kokoro?
He asks with a meek little tilt of his head. Again. Fed up, I answer him.
今の俺は冬川心ではない。
Right now, I'm not Fuyukawa Kokoro, I'm Satoru.
話し方とか素振りとかでわからないか？
I mean, you just came in the room, Satoru.
Can't you tell from the way I talk or act?
ごめん。
Sorry.
だってついさっきまではココロンだったから。
It's because you were Kokoro just a little bit ago.
The uni here, like Utsumi and the people at the shelter cabin, seems completely convinced that I have DID. That's the obvious conclusion. Who could imagine that in reality I'm stuck in a cycle of not only personality exchanges, but time dumps too? Even now, it still feels completely irrational.
それにしても本当にややこしいよね。
It sure is confusing, huh?
ああ、全く同感だ。
Yeah, you said it.
My shoulders slump in utter resignation. Uni giggles quietly. It's the charming smile of an innocent child. The sight of it makes my own facial muscles relax as well.
で、僕に何か用？
So, did you want me for something?
ああ、そうだ。そうだったな。
Right. Let's see.
I stretch both arms behind me and throw my feet out.
実はな、
The truth is,
ちょっと聞いておきたいことがあって。
there's something I want to ask you.
何？聞いておきたいことって。
Something you want to ask me? What is it?
ユにはその
Well, Uni,
去年の今頃は何をしてた？
what were you doing around this time last year?
どうしてそんなこと聞くの？
Why do you want to know?
You are being extremely evasive, young man.
まあ、なんというか、暇つぶしだよ、暇つぶし。
Well, how should I say it? I'm just killing time, killing time.
俺もすることがないからさ。
I don't have anything to do after all.
At my answer, Uni crosses his arms and looks up at the ceiling. He also nibbles lightly on his lip. He blinks repeatedly. The words that firmly leak from him are,
ロックしてた。
I was rocking. I'll just rock this party tonight.
は？
Huh?
ロックンロールだよ。ロックンロール。
Rock and roll. I was rock and rolling.
僕ね、カポエラの道場に通ってるんだけど、そこのお師匠さんにこう言われたんだ。
You know, I was attending Capoeira dojo, and the masters there said to me,
oh, that's a big clue. Capoeira is a martial art. Uni is actually super badass. Oh, it could definitely be Uni, the evil Uni, I mean, that threw him off the roof. Capoeira is a, I think, Brazilian martial art. Dang. Diggity dang to dang.
楠田君はもう少しリズム感を養った方がいいよって。
You should cultivate a better sense of rhythm, Kusuru-kun.
だからロックンロールを始めることにしたの。
I that's why I started rock and rolling.
すごいんだよロックって
Rock is amazing, you know.
革パンとかピチピチでさ
Like the leather pants. They're so shiny. I feel like I need a millennium puzzle now.
待て
Wait.
意味がわからないんだが
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is fucking hilarious.
意味ロックに意味なんて求めちゃダメだよ
Oh my god.
What am I talking about? You can't just demand a meaning from rock!
ピースな愛のバイブスをポジティブな感じで受け止めなくちゃ
You gotta accept the positive vibes of peace and love.
I'm speechless for a moment. The vibes of peace and love are rocking my brain.
なるほどわかった
I see.
ユニは去年の今頃ロックンロールをしていたと
So you were rock and rolling around this time last year.
これで間違いはないな
Right. Yep.
場所はどこだ
Where were you doing it?
自分の部屋だよ
In my room.
Uni replies immediately.
自分の部屋赤倉だけではなく
In your room? Not on Mount Akakura?
赤倉だけ何それキノコ
Akakura? What's that? A mushroom?
Ah.
僕ねキノコが大好物なんだ
I do wonder if he's fucking with us.
Mushrooms are my favorite, you know.
Not the slightest hint of a shadow crosses that smiling face. He doesn't seem to be lying. What does this mean? He must have been in the shelter club on Mount Akakura around now in 2011. However, that incomprehensible answer. Did the shock of the accident cause him to go a little funny in the head? Or are the Uni of Akakura and the Uni here really different people? I think so now. Given his whole thing with the time displacement thing, I would think, yeah, I would think that, absolutely. Yeah, I would think that from his perspective, but I don't think they are. I think they're the same. I think they are. I mean, I do think they are. I do think they're different people. I stare fixedly at Uni's face. Oh my god! Mystery Theater, Bash the Stampede, Love and Peace! Such memories, that show. Such memories. Trigun is a classic anime. I stare fixedly at Uni's face. Its shape, features, eye color, from his hairstyle to the design of his glasses. Everything about him is the same as Uni from the shelter cabin. Okay, here we go. Satoru is investigating this.
どうしたの
Ooh, what is it?
僕の顔なんかついてる
Do I have something on my face?
Uni asks, unnerved. I gaze deep into his eyes.
つかぬことを聞くけど
Oh my god, Serene, I just realized he's wearing the clothes that he usually wears at the fucking, at the fucking cabin. This thing makes him look like a girl. I'm sorry, it really does.
This might be a sudden question, but
ユニはまさかクローンとかじゃないよな
Thank you, Satoru! I think Kokoro also asked, but it was a choice.
You're definitely not a clone, are you, Uni?
違うよ。
Nope. Then maybe a twin.
じゃあ兄弟は
Do you have any siblings then?
ううん、いない。
Nope, none.
僕、一人っ子だから。
I'm only child.
そうか
I see.
ねえ、サトル、本当にどうしちゃったの？
Hey, Satoru, what's going on, really?
なんでそんなこと聞くの？
Huh. I do wonder if he doesn't know if he's a clone. It's possible that he might not know, because he seems very innocent.
Why are you asking me all these things?
You know what? No, I'm gonna just go for it.
いや実はな
Well, actually,
今からちょうど1年前にお前によく似たやつを見かけたんだよ
almost a year ago from today, I met someone who looked just like you.
赤倉岳っていう山の避難小屋で
In a shelter cabin on a mountain called Akakura. Huh?
でも、僕そんなところに行ったことないよ。
But I've never been to a place like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. If we're gonna take what Uni says, like his memory could have been altered, but in some ways, or it's possible that he doesn't know if he's a clone. But oh my god. I'm betting there are 2 unis, and all these events are taking place at the same time.
今も言ったけど、クローンとかでもないし。
And I just said that I didn't have a clone.
きっとサトルは僕のそっくりさんに会ったんだね。
You must have met someone who looks just like me, right?
It's either they're taking place at the same time, or it's 2012 there and 2011 here. But if the cabin would take place after Sophia, I don't think I don't know, it is possible. That's the other possibility.
You must have met someone who looked just like me, right?
ほら、よく言うでしょ。
You hear about it a lot, right?
世の中には自分にうり二つの人が3人はいるって。
I don't know, Mystery Theater. Umineko has caused me to be super suspicious of quote-unquote definitive proof. It's not impossible that they could both have scars. Like, I don't know, it's not impossible. Like, for different reasons, sorry. They could have scars, both have scars for different reasons. And just Uni acts so differently. I mean, that could be due to memory alteration or something like that, but I don't know, it feels like it's 2 people. Him. I mean.
That in this world, there are 3 other people who are the mirror image of you.
I give a slight nod. But that isn't a response from the heart. Uni's case goes far deeper than a mere physical similarity. The uni there and the uni here. If they aren't clones, then what are they? No matter how I look at it, I can't think of them as anything other than the same person. Physically, yes. But attitude, no way. Besides, doesn't the fact that they both have the name Kusuda Uni say it all? Exactly. Now that it's come to this, I have no other choice. Could ask him directly. I resolved myself and then fired off my next question.
ユニ、最後に一つだけ聞かせてくれ。
Uni, will you at least answer one question?
Oh god, this is a toughie. I don't think he even knows why he's at Svea. Oh god. I know, but remember what Mayuzumi said, that he came down in a lightning bolt or whatever shit? Like, she just found him? Oh. Oh, Guppy Forest, do you have advice for this? I think I could really... I really want to know what's the better question to ask here. God damn it. I think I'm going... I think I'm gonna ask about, Sphere.
お前はどうして？
Oh, the music stopped.
Why are you here?
Why? That's... Here we go. A shadow forms over Uni's face. No, not a shadow. It instantly colors over with despair. Not a single trace of his playful expression is anywhere to be found. Satoru, I'm... A face as pale as a corpse's. His cheek twitches in an eerie way, oddly spasming. His breathing goes labored. Perhaps he himself notices it, as he tries his hardest to return its rhythm to normal.
どうしたんだ？大丈夫か？
What is it? Are you okay?
My worried voice doesn't seem to reach his ears. His eyes are frozen to a single point on the floor. His entire body begins to tremble violently. As though drawn to something, he raises both his hands into the air. Small hands ball themselves into stiff claws.
おい、ユニ、しっ
Uh-oh.
かりしろ。
Hey, Uni, get it together!
I grab his shoulders and shake him. I can't help but feel confused at such a sudden change. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
ちょっと待ってろ。
Just hang on a second.
内海さんを呼んでくるからな。
I'll go call Utsumi-san.
I release his shoulders and turn around. As soon as I do, a strong pressure holds my arm back. Uni is grabbed onto my right arm.
待って、サトル。
Oh, wait, Satoru! See, this is the sweet Uni.
Don't leave me alone.
In my bewilderment, I'm unable to shake him off. Uni murmurs something in a soft voice. A small, weak voice. I placed my ear close to his lips. I'm scared.
押しつぶされちゃいそうなんだ。
I'm scared. I'm so scared. It feels like I'm gonna be crushed.
Of what? Oh,
何が怖いって言うんだ。
Of what? What are you afraid of?
スフィアだよ。
uh-oh. Wow.
Here. Sphere. Hey, Satoru.
僕はどうしてこんなところにいるの？
Why am I here?
閉じ込められなくちゃいけないの？
Why do I have to be locked up in here?
早く帰りたい。
I want to go back.
All right, now this seems more normal for someone trapped here.
帰りたいよ。
I want to go back home.
分かった。大丈夫だ。
Got
心
it.
配すんな。
Don't worry, everything will be okay.
俺が何とかしてやる。
I'll manage something.
必ずここから出してやるから。
I'll definitely get you out of here.
Hell yeah!
Really?
約束だ。
Yeah, it's a promise.
だから教えてくれないか。
So won't you tell me?
ここに来る前、何があったんだ。
Before you got here, what were you doing?
わからないんだ。
I don't know.
わからないんだ。
Even I don't know. Except that I got on an airplane.
その飛行機が墜落しちゃって。
But the airplane crashed.
The airplane crashed? Does he mean flight 118? Flight 18. But Uni said they didn't know anything about Mount Akakura because it didn't get to Mount Akakura. What does that mean?
And then, after that,
こんなとこになんで
Well, this fits in with what she said.
when I came to, I was here in this place.
雪の中歩いてたはずなのに。
Even though I should have been walking in the snow.
What does that mean?
いつの間にかこのスフィア
Before I knew it, I was at the Sphere place.
In that instant, everything falls into place. Based on what Uni just said, I can only think of one thing. Oh, he's got this idea too. Like Kokoro and I, Uni has become wrapped up in the exchange phenomenon. But in Uni's case, he isn't exchanging bodies and subconsciousness with another person. He's probably exchanging consciousness with his own body.
Satoru!
本当にここから出してくれるの？
Will you really get me out of here? Yeah, it's okay, and then Kokoro and I can be your parents. Hell yeah! Alright!
約束しただろ。
Yeah, I promised, right?
俺は約束は必ず守る男だ。
I'm a guy who keeps his promises, no matter what.
サトル。
Satoru! Satoru!
Crying out in sorrow, Uni leaps into my chest. I gently hold his small body close. Before I know it, he's crying on my arms. The back I embrace as he cries feels so small. His neck and shoulders seem so frail, like they could break at any moment. He really is only a child. An innocent, pure, and vulnerable child. His warmth, his breath feels so dear to me. I had to protect him. My feelings begin to well up inside me. Yes, we can be his parents together. His tears continue flowing unabated. I want to be here for him until his tears dry up. Oh my god, Satoru is such a caring parent. Uni has calmed down, is now resting in his own bed. I want to stay with Uni for a little while longer if possible. That wasn't an option. There's still some things I need to do. With that nagging thought in the back of my mind, I parted with Uni. I already decided where I'm going next. I went door to the room. Okay, you guys. Next time, we will see him interrogate Keiko. Damn, we've gotten a lot of new hints lately. Like, the tower he climbed was possibly a completely different building than the tower he was at now. And I think definitely, I'm starting to think that's really the case. And one thing's for sure, either the past and future are the opposite of what they think, or everything's happening at the same time and there are two unis. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sorry about the brownout I had in the beginning, but everything worked out in the end, so that's great. Okay, you guys, so let's see, today is Tuesday, so on Thursday, some more Rose Gun days, and we will continue this on Friday. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.